Well, I almost had it right that time. Ah, well. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the cafe. I hope you are all doing well tonight. I am, as always, your immaculate hostess barista. And it's December. What the fuck, man? That means the year's like almost over. And there's still so much to do. Like, we still got this whole trial to go through and everything. We're still only... Well, we only just started it last time, so I guess I can't say too much on that. But, yeah, we're already off to the races. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Yes, but it's not even almost Christmas yet. Almost Christmas doesn't happen until Christmas Eve. So, almost Christmas means we're nowhere near almost Christmas, which means it's not Christmas yet. We're not dressed for the occasion or nothing. Anyway, so, look, I don't know if you're going to be streaming the night of Christmas Eve. I'll have to get it out. I'm probably going to forget. By the time I remember, it's going to be Christmas Eve. You're probably not going to be streaming. Yeah, I honestly don't know if I am yet or not. Because right now the plan is, with the way everything's going, if everything goes according to plan, we will finish this trial, this case, like, the Monday before Christmas. Like, if we do it, like, every Monday, Thursday until then. Which is the plan. So if we do that... Excuse me. So if we do that, we'll reach the end of this case before Christmas. Not at almost Christmas, but... a couple days before almost Christmas, anyway. But we're never gonna get there. Close enough. Yes. Yeah, so if everything goes according to plan, if I remember correctly, the final episode of this case, final episode of the final case of this game, should be on the 22nd. But again, we're not going to get there if we don't actually get started. So let's get to it. March 21st, 11:34 a.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt on guard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important.
So now what should we do?
Well, trial is tomorrow, and we only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. Onguard's innocence. We have to find the real killer.
Okay, then let's start looking.
Okay, before we do anything else, Pearl, move. We have to visit Charlie.
Oh, I'll water it.
It's okay. I already did that.
The watering can. Where are you, Mr. Watering Can?
Pearls gets too wound up if she's not doing something to distract herself. I hope Charlie can withstand Typhoon Pearls. Oh no. Charlie, you gonna be okay, man? Nothing ever changes when we look at the office. So, Pearl, you don't have to worry about anything. I have a badge.
That's the lawyer's sacred treasure, isn't it?
I guess?
I feel like it has a mysterious power, just like my Magatama.
Well, I guess I can let her think what she wants on this one. She probably doesn't have anything to say about anybody, so let's not even bother. So this is just the usual, what do you think we should do kind of deal. Probably if we need any hints. Which I don't think we do. So, let's see, where can... Oh, excuse me. We can get the hiccups, fucking apparently. God damn it. Is it a barista stream if I don't get the hiccups at least once? I think not. The scuff doesn't come technologically most of the time. The scuff comes from me having the goddamn hiccups. So it's like the literal hiccup, not just the metaphorical. Not the metaphorical, technological, ooh, we got some fucks. We got some fuck-ups. No, it's just literally me going... It's one of the constants of a barista stream. That and having a cup of coffee. Me having a cup of coffee, anyway. So I think what we're gonna do... Probably the first course of action is to head back to the hotel. So we can try and, like, get more evidence and stuff. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, hotel lobby. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in here. You can't come in without...
Good morning.
Hold on, it's you! What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun is what it is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds. You know, that's not entirely... I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Juan's. Maybe that's the common thread here. Maybe the common thread is that you're a fan of these guys, and they find out and they just fucking die. Like, they would rather just... You know what? No thank you. I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Bro's just like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Just like that. So I guess he didn't throw himself out of anything, he just, died. Do we even know how he died yet? I don't think so. Maybe that should be our first thing to figure out. How did the victim die? Because somehow I don't think... Hello, Raven. How you doing tonight? Oh, hey, it's the wife of the suited nerd. I hope you're doing well tonight. We're sitting here theorizing that Old Bag being a fan of somebody is actually getting them killed. Yes, it is I'm here. And we're glad for that. Always glad to see ya. Old Bag, on the other hand, not so much. Why oh why do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's been a long few months. Yeah. It definitely has. Is there a particular... I'll say this much. Okay. Feel free. It's always been that way. Ever since I was a little girl in elementary school, the kids started calling me Queen Reaper. Whenever you married... Oh my god. Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Don't push me, boy.
Mr. Nick? I, couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast.
Miss Oldbag, could you please speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants! Ah, we're getting rat-a-tatted. I'm sure she's not gonna give one single solitary fuck about my badge. I think we showed it to her last time and she was like, I don't care. Gonna do it anyway. I don't have anything to say to delinquents like you. She's clamming up like the old clam she is.
Please, anything would be helpful.
Well then, how about I tell you my measurements? No, thank you. I did not ask for that. No, that's okay, really.
She really doesn't like you, does she, Mr. Nick?
Probably not. I just got here. What's going on? Old Bag's trying to tell us her measurements. I know, I know. I tried to show her my badge, and she started trying to throw her measurements at me. I did want to peek in and pester Nova. I mean, check in. Alright. Tell me about the victim so you can fangirl about him. My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did I finally find a star that makes his heart go ba-dump again. I don't know what to say. Me either, Phoenix. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? I'd watch your words. No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my wand. I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway. Huh? What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop? Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of the word modesty. When I was a young maiden, I was so beautiful even the flowers of the fields must. But despite this, pressed flowers have read the stars of love, written love poems. Pearls, are you thirsty?
A little.
Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something.
Thank you very much.
Hey, are you paying attention? Youngins today! So I'm guessing Miss Oldbag heard everything from Lotta. But now I must eat. Alright, Raven, you go get those good eats. Thanks for stopping by. Don't get the murderer juice. Okay, but what if we poison the juice? Will that make you feel better? Okay, so whatever Oldbag has heard, she's heard from Lotta, which means we're gonna be talking to her at some point. Alright, Oldbag, you don't know what... You probably don't know anything, but let's ask anyway. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready. Getting ready for what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Cue the mysterious music for the magical press conference. Don't get the murderer juice. Jordan, leave that poor girl alone. How many times do I gotta say this? Every single time, apparently. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. I see. But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly.
What?
Many times because Pearl always gets away with it. Don't worry, I'm sure she'll totally face her retribution and justice and stuff. I saw the most important moment of the night. What, did you see Juan look at you? And that's the most important moment of the night? Is that what it is? Alright. Most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today. Please tell me, what did you see? God damn it. The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't? Please don't stray onto another tangent. Please.
If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present.
Alright. Clearly we're not getting anything else out of her, and I don't have, like, any evidence to show anything. I'm out of here. Let's move more into the hotel, I guess. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Not me accidentally clicking out of the game. There we go. Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens.
I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere.
Well, gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Well, nothing here. To the hallway, I guess. Probably find Lotta at some point. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, hallway. Speak of the devil. No, we just talked to the devil.
Hey, you're here! Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer.
Lotta.
Hey, Mr. Cop fella, the thief showed his face. What? Arrest him, put him on trial, find him guilty, give him the death penalty.
What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling all right?
Looked here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera, C-A-M-E-R-A. It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera.
Your camera?
Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are.
Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble.
Huh?
Lotta? Look at my badge. Do you know anything?
I told you how many times now? I'm a journalist. I got so much info running laps in my head, I forget things here and there. Please don't get so worked up over this. Ha! I don't care if you beg me. Be extra tough on kids. That's this gal's motto on learning youngsters.
Okay. Shit, $700 ain't bad for a camera. Yeah, and this is also what, 2000... This is also what, 2001... 2002 money? Alright, Lotta. Tell me about your precious camera. So you lost your camera.
It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in a store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon.
Jesus, no wonder he gave it to you for, like, more than half off. He just wanted you to leave.
I made this itty bitty scratch on it and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to and was real mean about it, too. He done made me cry at that. When did you lose your camera?
Yeah, for a high-quality camera, $1,600 sounds about right. Yeah, I wonder if it also includes, like, other lenses and stuff, or if that's just, like, the base model. I know a few people I could ask, but am I going to remember to ask them? No. No, I will not.
When did you lose your camera? Last night after the murder happened.
Most likely with a lens set.
I gotcha. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things.
You didn't have it with you then?
That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie.
Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours?
I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. And besides, couldn't get anything from my big scoop.
Wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. A very expensive camera valued at $1,600. Stolen around the time of the murder. Alright, Lotta. What happened? Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder.
Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. On Guard was arrested.
What are you doing here?
You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever a lot of heart goes, there's a story to be found. A big scoop to be had.
A big scoop.
I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot.
Wonder what scoop she was after this time.
Although I was on the lookout for other stars that were here. So maybe I wasn't here the entire time. God damn it, Lotta.
Okay, what's the scoop you were looking for? Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the whole time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop?
Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof?
What kind of story was it that you would hang around here?
God damn it! Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secrets, you know. Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide?
We've been stopped, haven't we?
Haha, yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer.
I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta and your eye rule smile. Alright. Oh, now we can go into the hotel rooms. We probably can't go into Corrito's hotel room because that's the murder scene. And the game will probably have Gumshoe pop up and be like,
"What's up? Hold on there, pal. You can't go in there. It's the crime scene."
Like, okay. So I guess let's go check our client's room first. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel on Guard's hotel room.
Where are we?
We're in Mr. Matt On Guard's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? You're Mr. On Guard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. Ah, there you are, Jordan. I was hoping you were still here. Jordan just says, my wife, my wife, my wife. Oh, ad infinitum. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he's your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer.
Wow!
It's a simple deduction, really. Trial is tomorrow, and Mr. On Guard's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either.
It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick.
I am Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. Alright. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. Well, she gets the same treatment that everybody else does. I'd like to ask you about this. I'm not asking you about my badge. I am showing you my badge. There's a difference. I told you, I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that are of no relevance to me. Wow, this is the first time I've been shut down this badly. Alright. Well, maybe we should look around first. I know you hate wasting time, but I gotta look around. I gotta see everything. Well, the floor is kind of a mess. Probably Mr. On Guard's suitcase. Someone who is only going to be here for the award show, this is a lot of stuff. Looks like he has about 3 days worth of clothes in here.
Stars really are different from us, aren't they?
They are, Pearl. That's the bedroom over there.
That's a bed? Wow, they have really big beds here.
Yes, they do, Pearl. There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa there.
I think that jacket-looking thing is called a happy.
Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. Maya would be absolutely thrilled. Nothing over here, nothing over there. Well, we looked at the chair, so it's already counting it as we looked at the sofa. Nothing at the window. Looks like dishes left over from dinner. A dinner for two at that.
I'm sure they're Mr. OnGuard and Miss Andrews' plates.
Looks like they had T-bone steaks. What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks? I'm really glad it wasn't just me who thought about that, Phoenix. Alright. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that's correct. Then I will tell you. Before the awards ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. OnGuard. In this very room, I might add. Yeah, your fucking mess is still right there. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. Ugh. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the award show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, we went to a brief ad break. Just to be clear, I actually have not been saying anything. I've been too busy bebopping and jamming. After the show ended, you came back to this room. No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. The one her client didn't know about. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. On Guard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Kurita. And that's when you found his body, isn't it?
You've really held strong through everything.
Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. So, about you and... Stop right there. I didn't even say anything yet. I was just asking a question. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. On Guard and I are related, are you? Sorry. I have no idea how he typo! Hello! I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer. Why'd she have to go and say something like that?
Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright?
I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. On Guard's manager. His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Kurita, have one? No, he did not. He didn't. Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this. Honestly.
You're wrong! I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya!
Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? Okay, well... Maybe we have to show her something? She didn't like my badge. She's probably not gonna have anything to say about any of this. Maybe we gotta show her a profile? Maybe if we show her the victim, she can tell us more about him or something. Did you know the victim, Mr. Kurita? I mean, she must have if she stopped in to see him. Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place, after all.
Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai?
Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. If either one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. Huh? I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Juan Corrida was killed. Okay, well, maybe she's got something else to say now. There we go. Do you have any ideas? As to why Mr. Corrido... As to why Mr. Corrido was murdered. Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job. So do you have any ideas? God damn it! Miss Andrews? Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation.
Is it a Cyclock, Mr. Nick?
Yes, there's getting to be more and more of these lately. We've got a total of 10 Cyclocks to deal with now, because we've got 4 from Old Bag, 2 from Lotta, and now 4 from her. God damn it. Can I just go home? I don't want to talk to you either. Maybe we can try going in there. And we can talk to Gumshoe or something. Okay. This is a lot. There's a lot of bears in here. Did I accidentally interrupt a furry convention? March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Corrida's hotel room.
Mr. Nick, where are we?
We're in Mr. Juan Corrida's room, Pearls. Listen, between last case and this, we've had lions and tigers and bears. Oh, fuck!
Mr. Corrida?
The victim. Which makes this the crime scene, too.
Oh, it's you! So, what's happened? The kidnapper, has he contacted you again?
Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Onguard's acquittal.
You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there?
I just want Maya to be alright.
We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal.
And you do that, even if we want to look around the crime scene?
Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know. But you gotta keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy.
Wow, you're giving it to me? Thank you.
Haha, wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good.
Mr. Nick, I got a map.
That's great, Pearls.
But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says.
Hotel guide map added to the court record. Gumshoe, Gumshoe, before we do anything else. What do you know about this? I've only shown it to you every single time we've met.
There's nothing special I can tell you about this, pal. Look, pal, we don't have a lot of time. Why don't you show me something more important? If Miss Von Karma saw me here like this, I'd have to switch sides real fast.
Yeah, alright, that's fair. Oh wow, there's even more to look at over here. Okay, well, before we talk to him, maybe let's look around.
Wow, there are a lot of bears.
Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. Pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have?
There's even a few in the trash can.
Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears.
Poor teddies.
It's odd the bear with all these problems. Rawr! Aha! 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 I don't think I want to bear with the trauma the last case caused me. Oh no, poor Phoenix.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Don't worry about it. Are there bears in the fridge? There are all sorts of things in this refrigerator.
The carrot juice bottle and tomato juice bottle are both empty.
Empty? It's too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. They're all vegetable juices. I guess he must have been a real health nut.
Oh, there's a beet, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam, too.
Maybe red was his favorite color? Okay. Look at these bears.
It's so messy here.
Pearls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it.
There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please.
Okay. That over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist.
I know what a watch is.
Oops. For a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. That's probably some like old-fashioned digital camera, like a camcorder, maybe a laptop or a DVD player. It's a suitcase. There are so many things in it that I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, calculator.
Do all-stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Corrida?
Maybe. I'm not one, so I can't tell you. Let's peek around over here, because I think this is where the actual crime scene was.
So that's a bed, right?
Yep. It's big, but it's a bed.
Ah, Mr. Nick, it's so soft!
Big beds must be a rarity for her. Well, you've been to Karain Village. You saw all those bedroll things they had in the side room. That's probably all she knows. There's a plant. It's not Charlie, but it's a plant. It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it.
Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it much.
There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where this came from.
But doesn't it seem weird?
What seems weird?
I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor.
She's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere.
Why is this glass the only thing that's still alright?
Found next to the victim. Filled with tomato juice, no sign it's been drank. Okay. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Corrida fought his assailant.
What are these bits of glass from?
A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are.
You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick?
Apparently not. Looks like Mr. Corrida had dinner last night.
This bottle, it's tomato juice.
He had a lot of food at the award show last night, but I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. The phone is like off the hook over there. Guitar case looks kind of weird. This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable.
That's strange. The guitar isn't here.
Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show? Yeah, wasn't Maya saying something about how he didn't have his guitar?
But Mystic Maya, she said the bright red guitar was the Jammin' Ninja's signature item.
That's true. Huh? This guitar case is wet, but it's only wet on top of the lid.
Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it?
Guitar case added to the court record. Found next to the victim. Empty. There is some water, but only on top of the lid. Okay, well, we've looked at everything, so I guess we can go back and talk to Gumshoe now. Do you know what was the cause of death?
Well, technically the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal.
It should?
Yeah, here's a picture.
Oh. There's a knife in his chest.
Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon.
So he was stabbed to death. I don't know. That doesn't... To me, it seems like if he was stabbed, it would be bloodier than this. Like, it only seems like there's a relatively small amount of blood seeping through. Like, if that was how he died. That's not even on the side where his heart is. I mean, for all we know, somebody could have just, like, stabbed him after he died and actually strangled him with his fucking scarf or some shit. I don't know. But it doesn't seem right.
They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now.
There were fingerprints on the knife.
Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. On-Guard's prints, pal.
That's bad. Real bad. Photo of Juan Corrida's murder scene. Why was Mr. On-Guard arrested?
Because we had evidence on him.
Evidence?
Looks like the victim, Juan Carita, really put up a big fight.
Yeah, one look at the crime scene and you can tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere.
Well, yeah, during the fight, his button came off.
Mr. OnGuard said something about a button. Something like one of the Jammin' Ninja's button got caught in his Hakama.
That's not all.
What?
There was a witness, pal.
A witness. Who was it?
That lady, Miss Oldbag.
God damn it. Please, anyone but her.
The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention there's something around where the Vic was that was a little off.
Was he talking about the wine glass? Something that's a little off? As in,
that's for you to figure out, pal.
Alright, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick.
well, I'm pretty sure it's probably either the wine glass or the guitar case. So let's show him the glass first. So about this wine glass.
Ah, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched.
You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe?
No, actually, Ms. Von Karma noticed it first.
Yeah, Pearl's noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So does that mean Miss Von Karma's here at the hotel?
Yeah, she's around. Man, you're gonna be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here.
Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash. We know from last time. That means she's almost here.
What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick?
I've heard this sound somewhere before.
It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
Some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops up out of nowhere and whips me.
Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened. Is that another goddamn typo? That's exactly what happened. You couldn't even put in the 2 letters to make it past tense. That's exactly what happened the last time.
Sorry, I gotta make myself scarce. Later, pal. Yo!
At last, you'll reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, would it be too much to ask you to be nice to me for a change? So you're the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you.
Ow!
Hey, don't you dare run away, scruffy McTrenchcoat. Ah! I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful. Ah! Detective, come over here for a second. Ow! Poor Gumshoe. I feel better knowing at least you were man enough to face your punishment. He was so scared he just froze up on the spot. Mr. Phoenix Wright! You have soiled my perfect prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine. Victory is yours? Is that all this means to you? What? Come, Scruffy. The investigation briefing is about to begin.
Yes, sir.
This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor. Ow! What did she throw at me now? What is this?
Well, I guess this means I gotta get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you.
Okay. Back ace turning? Yes. We are on the second part of the investigation of the final case of Game 2. Franziska just showed up and beat us up a little bit. Oh wait, there's a thing on the table now. I hope you're doing well tonight, Zetius. Appreciate you stopping by. You're okay? Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing alright, too. Like I said, this is just part 2 of our first day of investigating, and we've run into, like, 3 walls of Cyclops, and I'm not a fan of that. Ugh. But ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper?
Called an autograph.
Autograph?
The paper's got Mr. Corita's name written on it, so it's his autograph.
I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this.
Well, yeah, most people, their autographs and signatures are barely legible in the first place. Mine, you can sort of make out, like, the first initial of each, like my letter of my first name, letter of my last name, and, like, a couple of the letters in the first name, but that's about it. Everything else is just zip, 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 zip. It's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here, see how it says, "To my dearest Wendy" in more normal letters here?
This sloppy, unreadable writing? It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone.
Hold on. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, that's Old Bag's name. Well, she really liked Juan, so maybe if we snag this and give it to her, she'll talk to us a little bit. Okay, so we've got that. I think that's about all there is here, because we already looked at all the bears. We looked at the other side of the room. We looked at the bears. We looked at the crime scene. I think that's about it. Well, get out of here, Lotta. I'm mad at you. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall.
Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you?
Upright and able to complain about it, Will. Ah, Mr. Powers. Have you been here the entire time?
Yeah, people connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave.
Bro, you're not even connected to the murder. You're just here. I think I showed you my badge before, but I'm going to show you my badge again.
I really owe you one. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't know what would have happened. What you did. It was a real tight spot I was in, and you fought so hard to get me out. I don't care what happens, I'll never forget everything you've done for me.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he said last time, but it's nice to hear somebody saying something nice. Anyway, I guess tell me about the things. I don't know if we'll actually learn anything, but it'd be nice to talk to somebody who isn't trying to shut me out of an investigation, at least. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai show?
Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's the sequel to the Steel Samurai.
I see.
This time, there are 3 samurai brothers. Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course, the Nickel Samurai. It's a love Y in Neo-Old Tokyo.
Why, do they all like the same girl or something? I see. Wait. A love what?
A love Y. This girl, Sayo, works at a tea shop, and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time.
Oh. I guess the Y shape is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one girl?
Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader.
Sounds like an unusual situation. Like Romeo and Juliet times 3.
Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies.
Yeah, they're the ones who actually write fanfic about it when they're supposed to be doing other work-related stuff. That's where fandom started. All the fucking secretaries spending their time writing Spock and Kirk fanfic.
Yes, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know! Miss Sayo. Does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
I'm going to stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week.
I can't believe she's really considering it. So, what's the Jammin' Ninja TV show like?
Started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jammin' Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't scale a wall, but became a big pop star anyway.
What?
He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy, could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm.
A ninja. With a bright red guitar.
And then the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misola. Jammin' versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jammin' cold the night before Battle 3!
Aw, that's too bad for him.
Yeah. But this kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know! Jammin', the Jammin' Ninja, will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misola?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
And just like that, Pearl is caught in a dilemma, and we are caught in an ad break. We'll be right back. Alrighty, we should be back. Pearl's probably gonna finally get caught up in the dilemma that plagues everybody who watches things at 8 in the morning on Sundays. Whether or not she's gonna keep watching her Kids Masterpiece Theater thing. Whether or not she will turn to watch the Nickel Samurai or the Jammin' Ninja.
Which show should I watch?
I can't believe she's really considering it. Okay, that's funny. Maybe he can tell us some more about Adrian. Because he told us about Matt and Juan before, so maybe he can tell us about Adrian if we show him her profile.
Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little.
I mean, she is cute. And you're very attractive. And you're only... It helps if I don't click on Franziska. You're only a year older than her. That's much better than, like, any relationship I've heard of recently. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews?
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know?
Stay away from her, Will. Well, he only liked her for a little, and now he's probably, like... Knowing Will, he probably thinks he doesn't have a shot with her, so he's just, you know, giving up.
There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now.
A rumor?
If you're interested, I'd be glad to share what I know.
He's so happy he looks like a lion that's just found his next meal. Phoenix, after the circumstances of the last case, is that really the best metaphor to use? The gossip on Adrian. Would you mind telling me about this gossip?
Oh, so you are interested in it. I figured you would be.
Yeah.
I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip, too.
Oh, really? You too, huh?
Yeah, so take a look at this.
Looks like a tabloid Miss Oldbag would read. Alright, let's see here. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. Ooh.
To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. You see now, don't you?
What?
You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Wagharita didn't have a manager of his own, which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA...
Adrian Andrews?
Yes, exactly. This is big news.
But it seems kind of odd. That woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client?
It's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people.
Mr. Powers looks so happy.
Pearls is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling.
Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure.
Magazine clipping added to the court record. An article from the tabloid Gossip Land. Thanks, Will. We'll see you around, buddy. I feel like we can't just show her the autograph. It might have to do with breaking the psych locks. So let's start with the Magatama and see what it tells us. What you witnessed. Alright, I'll be honest with you for now. Then please, tell us what you saw. But oh, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you youngins' expense. I am a little devil after all. Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. I forgot the update changed Phoenix's voice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got Sam Riegel to come in and voice, do over all of Phoenix's lines. Like the objections and the take-thats or whatever. I don't know if they necessarily had to bring him back for those kinds of things, because they already had those clips from, like, Dual Destinies on. But, still, it's a good change. Alright. That's Juan's autograph! Yes, it is. And it even says to my dearest Wendy on it. That's me, right? My name is Wendy Oldbag, so that Wendy has to be me, right? Well, it may say Wendy. But somehow, I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it. Oh, please give it to me. Let me have it, please. I can't let you have it just like that. Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange?
Wow, she must really want this autograph. My offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Wright, you win. Wow, she actually also called me by my name. Not just you, youngin'. Wendy Oldbag ready to open up her heart, all for my dearest Juan.
We did it, Reddit. That was probably the easiest Cyclock thing that there is in the entire series. Because even though there were 4 of them, it only took a singular piece of evidence. Autograph given to Wendy Dearest. Alright.
I feel bad for you now.
Huh?
I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room.
You're kidding.
Oh no!
It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business.
And did you tell that to the police?
Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or 2 out of it, maybe more.
A gift certificate from the police? For what? Exclusive Blue Badger merchandise? The police aren't Fangamer. They can't give you... They can't give you the fucking thing for Fangamer merch. Girl. Be for fucking real. And besides, they don't have anything that you want anyway. Pretty sure they don't have anything you want. BRB, going to check the Fangamer website for their, Ace Attorney merch. Because I'm pretty sure they don't have anything she'd want. Because I'm pretty sure she definitely doesn't want the Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas ornament. Just because I do doesn't mean she does. I don't think she wants a Blue Badger plush. I definitely think she doesn't want the Blue Badger dancing pin. About the only thing I could see her wanting is the King of Prosecutors t-shirt that has Edgeworth on it. And the classy action lawsuit poster that has Edgeworth in a fancy suit with his cravat and everything still. But that's about it. She'd only want anything with Edgeworth, and I don't think the police department can give her what she wants for that. Anyway.
Gift certificate?
I've been recruited again for that part at the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow. This time, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty.
But Mr. OnGuard hasn't done anything bad.
I don't care about details like that. I know he did my dear poor Juan in. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken.
A yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like.
I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it.
What did Mr. OnGuard ever do to her to deserve this? Oh, Phoenix, that's obvious. He's not Juan. That's all he needed to do. Not be Juan. Okay, what did Mr. OnGuard do to you to make you so...
You don't know? That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan.
Mr. Nick?
What is it?
What's a scandal?
Oh, I'll tell you about that after we get home, okay?
Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress.
Mr. Nick, what do vials and wild temptress mean?
How about we just listen to what Miss Oldbag has to say for now, okay, Pearls? I'll tell you when you're older. I'll get you a dictionary for your birthday. I won't teach you how to read it, but I'll get you a dictionary. So, Miss Oldbag, who is this woman you're talking about?
Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl into Juan on purpose.
His own manager? But why?
I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud.
Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldbag?
I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know.
And do you have proof that Mr. Onguard did what you say he did?
Next week's issue of a certain magazine says so.
Of course. A tabloid.
Next week? Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet?
Why would Miss Oldbag have information like that? And where did she get it? Well, if it's from up-and-coming tabloid stuff, I wonder who we're gonna have to talk to. Alright. Well, let's see what we've got. So Lotta lost her camera, but she was hanging around in the hallway looking for a big scoop. Maybe she was trying to catch Adrian going into Juan's room or something. So maybe, we'll have to be like, Lotta, we know you were waiting for this person. And then she'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I keep my sources close to my chest. And then we just show her the tabloid and she's like, golly! I get the feeling that's how it's gonna go. I will. Big scoop. Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room?
I told you, didn't I? For my scoop.
What I want to know about are the details of this scoop.
Excuse me. That's not something I can tell you. I mean, that there's my bread and butter.
Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal.
Grr.
Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Corrida and this person. Yeah, it's gotta be Adrian.
This woman?
She's Adrian Andrews, Matt Onguard's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin' Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it?
You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. Gotta have backup.
Backup?
Yeah, you gotta have that, what's it? News sauce?
You mean news source?
That's it. So show me something that proves that one guy had something to do with Miss Andrews.
Wow. Yeah. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. The mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A.
Ah!
Mr. Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Onguard's manager, Adrian Andrews, she has the initials AA. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Corrida's door last night.
Wah!
You were looking into Mr. Corrida and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you?
You got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop by catching him in a secret meeting.
There's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. No longer breaking news.
What'd you just say? Her initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do, so that's what I was doing, getting photos.
Oh.
I'm gonna whip up the Raiders' interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story. Wow, Lotta, nice journalistic integrity you got there. I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know. But paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone.
Your note to yourself?
It was inside of the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. I didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me. Yeah, I understand. It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. What's with people now, anyway? Never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me. You really want that note back, huh? I've got no idea why, though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Lotta's camera updated in the court record. Stolen on the night of the murder, tabloid article about the victim was in the case. Okay, well, I guess that's that. I don't think we can do anything with Adrian's Cyclops now. There wasn't really anything else for us to look at in the rooms. Maybe we do have to go visit Gumshoe now. And there's that freaky-ass blue badger with the weird eyes. March 21st, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department. Yeah, see, we know what this looks like. We've been here before. But this is, I'm pretty sure, the first time you come here in the original trilogy when it was on the GBA. Detective Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing.
Yeah. Oh, he's back.
Hey, so you came, pal. By the blunt greeting. Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight. I mean, if you say so. But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. You come here during the Edgeworth case in AA1. Oh, right. Well, remembering things is hard. But I know we come here a bunch, especially during Rise from the Ashes, so maybe that's why my brain associated it more with that than the other one. Oh yeah, we had to have come here so we could get into the evidence room and get tased by Von Karma. Oops. Gumshoe, I already tried to show you my badge earlier, so I won't do it again. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight? Can't give you all the details, pal, but there's 2 big pieces.
2?
Both of them are in this photo. First is the button that's missing from the victim's chest. That's the button that you found during your body search of Mr. Ongard. Yep, found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is... if I had to guess, it's probably the glass. Like we were talking about earlier. About how despite the big struggle and everything, it's perfectly unharmed. Oh, the knife. Never mind. Knife in his chest, pal. Fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact.
Fingerprints? Whose are they?
You didn't even have to ask, little missy. It's obvious. They're Mad Ongard's. Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. So what about this airtight testimony? That old security lady, Miss Oldbag.
I thought so.
What do you mean you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal?
Well...
And I even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab to anyone.
Her blab knob gets... her blab knob is stuck on 10 and there's no turning it down, trust me. To be fair, she only actually talked because we got her, Juan's autograph.
Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal.
Is it gonna be like how in the first one when she saw Will, she just saw somebody dressed up as the Steel Samurai? Is that what's happening here? She saw somebody in the Nickel Samurai's outfit, so she's like, oh, it must be that no good Matt on guard. Is that what we're talking about? Again? As if it is, I'm gonna throw something.
She saw Mr. Ongard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death.
No way!
Okay. I wonder if there's anything we can show him to get him to talk some more. Maybe we can show him the clipping, see what he has to say about it.
We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves.
Scandal with Mr. Kurita? But why?
Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide.
Oh, shit.
Suicide?
Her name was Celestine Pax. And she was Juan Kurita's manager.
Victim's manager?
That's not all, pal. Miss Inpax was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one.
Her mentor?
Woman who was both Mr. Karina's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case? Probably.
You want to know more about her, pal?
Yeah, why not?
She was the victim's manager as well, and was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but... Ah!
I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Ms. Von Karma.
Miss Von Karma!
You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst.
You don't mean...
I do, Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye.
That's...
Wait, please wait, sir. If I don't get this month's pay, I'll Quiet!
If it weren't for traitors like you, I would have won. Is that what you want to say? Who? That voice. Edgeworth! With this banging intro music. Hello? Whoa! There he is! I love this triumphant return music too. Like, hello? He looks as bright and sunshiny as ever. There's that familiar face that we know and love so much. Beep, 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 beep. Do, 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 do. Anyway. It's been a long time, right?
This person... This is Mr. Edgeworth?
What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong? You haven't changed a bit, Franziska. You! How dare you show your face to me without the shred of shame upon it!
You've soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are.
Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed to be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Franziska. How are things going? I hear you're having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. Damn! Look how smug!
You!
You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back.
Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never! Mr. Phoenix, right. I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory.
Still the same wild mare she always was.
Hi, Edgeworth.
We're just gonna sit here and look at him a minute, because we got an ad break coming up in just a sec, so let's just look at him. Hi, Edgeworth. I mean, how could we not want to look at him? He's a good-looking dude, I think. Alrighty. We should be back. And we're still sitting here staring at Edgeworth. I think you all know what we have to do now. This is the first time in, like, at least a year that we've seen him. Edgeworth? I know you missed me. And I know you missed this. Look at my badge. I have no interest in talking about useless evidence. Put a little more thought into what you show me, Phoenix, right? Still as stuck up as ever. Man! He knows he missed me. Anyway. Hi, Edgeworth. What do you gotta say? Tomorrow's trial. I thought you, the prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died.
Mr. Nick!
I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Are you going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her, right? That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So, no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What's that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. Working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information.
Wow.
Just what is going on inside his head? This is his way of flirting with you. It's okay. Proof of Von Karma blood. A lot of things may have happened, however... A lot of things may have happened, however, Manfred Von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is proof of a Von Karma. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth. Wow, Phoenix! So rude. I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Well, with Franziska, she almost always says, I will defeat you this time, the instant she sees me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client. Save their lives. Save your client, you say? To those who think only of their own ego-driven goals, those kinds of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth. It looks like there's still a lot you have yet to learn. Oh. Thank you very much for the follow. We do appreciate it. Welcome into the cafe. Thank you for stopping by. Feel free to kick back, relax, and enjoy the show. If you haven't been doing that already. A lot I have yet to learn. Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. Okay. Well, he says he can be more generous with things, so maybe... I mean, we could show him probably all of these people and he'd have something to say. I wonder what he'd have to say about Will. We are looking into leads, but we can only look into a few key players with our limited resources. There's no reason for us to waste our energy investigating this person. Why don't you just tell it to me straight and say I don't have any info? Okay. Wonder if he has anything to say about Gumshoe just getting fucking fired in front of us. Oh, apparently not. Poor Gumshoe. Means he probably won't have anything to say about Will. Nope. Well, I doubt the victim isn't a very viable lead, but let's see if he has anything to say. There's an interesting rumor about this man. You mean the one about Miss Andrews getting close to him? That's pretty common tabloid fare, isn't it? I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. Oh, okay. While I was abroad, these deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. Well, refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto. Refreshing? And what is so refreshing about a spring breeze? Oh, Edgeworth, are you the type who doesn't like the spring? You know, because it's like cold or something? That's probably it. If I had to guess, that's exactly what it is. Sounds like the pollen is not treating him well this year. Ha ha, spring allergies. I wonder if he's just gonna shudder in horror at the mere mention of old bag. Nope. Damn. Okay, anything about Adrian? Adrian Andrews. She holds the large secret within herself. A secret? You can't help but feel that this whole case revolves around her. Okay. Anything else to say about Franziska? Apparently not. Tell me about you! Apparently he has nothing to say about himself. Okay. We probably have to talk to him about Celeste, since he was just telling us about her. This woman is another key to solving this case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. But she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Corrida's manager. And then, a few months later, Celeste Impax died. But her death was ruled a suicide, right? Yes. There's still one riddle we've yet... Jesus! This is at least the third typo I've seen in this case alone! There's still one riddle we've yet to solve. A riddle? A suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just vanished, huh? Okay, well, we've shown him basically everybody. Oh, missing suicide note. The miracle never happened. That reminds me, when they announced the, when they announced that they were gonna, like, officially localize the second Investigations game, one of the things that I saw people online worried about was the names that they were gonna give all the characters because they'd grown attached to the fan dub names. So when the announcement was made that they were in fact going to localize it, but that they were gonna change the names, I made an edit of that image, and I took out the never, so it just says the miracle happened, but it still carries the denotation of the, you know, the sad part. Which makes me think, I do know about that and how to get that. So I think what we might do when we get there is we might show the bad and then we'll show the real good ending. Just for the sake of doing it. So, that'll be a thing. Miss Impax's death was most certainly a suicide. Of that, there is no mistake. However, we can all find her suicide note. I mean, not everybody leaves a suicide note, dude. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. The suicide note? How do you know Miss Impax had even written such a note? Thank you, Phoenix. There was no solid evidence, however. We did find traces of ink on her right index finger. Makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim? Oh. He was the one who found her body. Which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corrida hid his own manager's suicide note. But why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report. Part 1, anyway. Part 1? Suicide report added to the court record. Deceased Celeste Impax. Found by Juan Corrida. Was her suicide note hidden? Maybe if we show it back to him, he'll tell us some more. I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Most of all are the reports that have multiple parts like this one. That has 2. 2 parts? What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part. The second part of the report is about an attempted suicide. Bro, why couldn't you just give me them both at the same time? The attempter's name, it's Adrian Andrews.
Miss Andrews? What did she do?
She tried to kill herself? She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try to kill herself, though. You think she's a strong career woman? That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide.
A secret?
Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. Miss Andrews, dependent? Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is. Does Edgeworth have anything else to tell us about that, or...? Oh yeah, dependent nature. What's this about Miss Andrews having a dependent nature? Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impacts. And? Why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she? Her pillar of strength, her mentor Celeste Impacts, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that?
Is this what they call following someone to the grave?
Oh, whoa. After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She is someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. And once she finds that someone, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. And that's the nature of her dependency on others? When Celeste Impact suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. Then, that means her super confident attitude, it's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. How terrible. Attempted suicide report. Added to the court record. Attempter Adrian Andrews. Reason, shock from Celeste Impacts' suicide. Huh. I wonder if we'd be able to... Well, Edgeworth, it's been nice to see you and talk very heavily about suicide with you in front of an 8-year-old, but, I think we gotta go. I get the feeling if we went to the detention center to talk to Matt about any of this, he probably wouldn't say anything useful. Let's, we're done with you. Goodbye. I will. Well, let's double check if there's anything we need. Oh, hey, maybe there must be something here because the thing popped up. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, On Guard's hotel room.
Oh, Miss Andrews is here. But it looks like she's talking with someone.
That's Franziska von Karma.
Miss Von Karma?
What are you doing here? Well, you see, I am his lawyer, so... You've got some nerve following me around. Following you?
That's you, Miss Von Karma. You're the one doing the following.
Girls?
You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard.
Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl. Oh, she's got a transceiver too.
What is that?
An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this,
I know that fool's every move.
That noise we heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now.
Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews.
Yes?
Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood?
All right. What are those two talking about?
Miss Andrews, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she?
I guess. Can we talk to her? Well, the motive for murder's still locked up. Maybe if we start showing her some, like, profiles or something. Did we ever show her maps? Let's give it a try. I asked to become Mr. Enguarde's manager. He's a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition. Mr. Enguarde does seem like a rather weak-willed man, always doing as he's told.
He's always saying my manager, right, Mr. Nick?
Yes. Well, that didn't add anything for us, so maybe we can at least try. Oh, I forgot we gotta present the Magatama rather than just talk. Oops. Why are you asking me? Don't tell me you can see inside my heart. No, but I can see the locks you have on your psyche.
If you don't remove her locks...
Yeah, it's worthless to even ask. Okay. Go back to the correct thing. Motive for murder. Why was Juan Corrida murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Enguarde's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Corrida. You were not that close? That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You're not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow, I highly doubt that. Maybe we gotta present the tabloid because, like, if people didn't think she was doing something and being intimate with him, then the tabloid wouldn't exist in the first place. You and Mr. Corrida had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on our good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me need to get close to Mr. Corrida? As if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Corrida for this person's sake? She probably wanted to get close to him to find out more about Celeste. Because he was the one who found her and theoretically, supposedly hid her suicide note. So she probably wanted to know about that. Celeste Impacts, your mentor. How do you know about Celeste? Miss Impacts. She committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Corrida's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Corrida so you could find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid. Miss Andrews? There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. it was resolved. I feel like it might be this because it mentioned we obviously don't have the suicide note. This is, I think, the only thing we have that does. Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? Looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Kurita. Yeah. Juan? And, Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. God dang it. No, I don't want to open that. This is what I get for accidentally tabbing out sometimes. Oh well. The show goes on. That is why you became intimate with Mr. Kurita. I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor, however, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. That's the impression you like to give, however. I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste Impacts was someone very special to you. Gotta be her attempted suicide. Miss Andrews, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you? Went through with what? Ending your life? Oh, you know what? We'll never be able to show this on TikTok. I've said kill yourself and suicide and ending your life too many times. The TikTok children will never be able to handle it. The fact that I'm using the actual words. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself. Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember. However, that is all just a lie. A facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. That's... You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop! When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own. But, no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Kurita of hiding Miss Impacts' note. You heard about it and thought to recover it by... You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close, am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? What topic did we start this conversation on again? It was why was the victim killed? Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one with a reason to want Mr. Kurita dead. Me? Miss Impacts was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder. Murder? Boom. It's true. I am a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth.
Miss Andrews.
This one thing. The one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret. Mine and mine alone. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews. All I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. What is this fucking sad-ass remix of the Steel Samurai theme? And that someone was Juan Kurita. Celeste. Without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. So you got close to Mr. Kurita to recover her suicide note, correct? Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? And go sleepy time now. Night. Good night, Jordan. Thanks for hanging out tonight. You go get some rest. I feel like when we're done with Adrian, we might be just about done anyway. Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. Just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so I understand. Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide. I'd like for you to keep it a secret.
Miss Andrews?
If people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than to live. Alright, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews. I guess she's the overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first. Thank you for your discretion.
Mr. Nick, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back.
That card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding? Huh? Oh, this. I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag. What is it? It looks like a seashell? That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. Her not remembering something clearly? Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence. Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. On Guard in your capable hands. Girl, why are you air quoting that? Well, I don't know where else to go. Oh. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel hallway. Well, I think we've gathered about all we can.
Well, what about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Oh, Pearls, she looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all and has been walking all over the place with me today.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right?
Oh, no! I'm okay, really. I'm fine, I really am.
You don't look fine to me. Okay, so I guess we're gonna just make our way back to the office. I will. Goodbye, old bag. Here we go. March 21st, Wright & Co. Law Offices.
So, what now?
Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive.
You mean Miss Impax's suicide note?
That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Oh.
Ah, Mr. Nick, the transceiver.
Hello? Wright & Co. Law Offices. Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone. Maya! Where's Maya? As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time.
Ew.
Which is why I suppose she is absolutely famished. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost, wouldn't you agree? Wait, Maya, let me hear her. Very well.
Ask my...
Oh, that's Pearl's voice. Ask my... Maya, is that you? Sis! Ask my sis! Maya! Maya! Damn it, he cut me off.
Mystic Maya said, ask my sis, didn't she?
Sis? What does she mean by that?
What, you heard token cis white boy? No. Come on, Phoenix. Ugh, you're a hopeless one. Sorry. Ah! Mia! I have a message from Maya, so come, ask me anything you want about her. Mia? This has nothing to do with Maya. Sorry, but I don't have time to answer your questions. Yeah, and we should be worrying about Maya right now. Damn it. How's Maya? She's safe. For now. That kidnapper's wanted to keep his word, it seems. Glad to hear that she's safe. But Mia, how did you know? As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could. Didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. Tell me about the kidnapper. Kidnapper? What's he like? I don't know. Apparently Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there. And? She didn't see the face of her attacker. Ugh. Maya's locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her. When you were with her. Date unknown. Time unknown. Location unknown. We're back in the wine cellar. Ugh, I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. Have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now. Oh, we can look around. If I don't do something to the door first, I don't think I'll be moving anywhere. Okay. Let's see. Boxes. There's all sorts of things piled up here. But it's too dark to see. Okay, boxes. What's this? Feels like there are a lot of glass bottles here. And these, they feel like barrels. I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry and not really thirsty. Okay. Well, probably can't feel anything there. Door. Drat! It's locked. This door's lock seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Then, click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here that I could use. Probably this one that's conveniently on the floor. We can look at the court record, but we can't actually do anything with it, so. Huh? Someone dropped a card here. Kinda looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. It's the same kind of card Adrian's holding. It's a picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card. Ah, that's it! This shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it! Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting, or worried. To be continued. Well, I get the feeling that wherever she is, Maya's probably not gonna make it very far. Unfortunately. I'm just under that very distinct impression. Like, it's not that I don't have faith in her. I just very much do not think that the kidnapper is gonna let her go that easy. Is that a bit mean of me? Probably. Do I care? Not exactly. I mean, it wouldn't be a big finale, final case type deal if, you know, Maya was able to free herself without too much issue.
So I unfortunately don't think she's actually getting out of there by herself. But maybe she could surprise me. Surprise us all by showing up in court and be like, "Hey, Nick! I'm really hungry. Can we go for burgers?" No, Maya, you just got out of a fucking kidnapping situation. Girl. Well, you know what we're gonna do? Let's see. We're gonna go raid Claire. She is playing a Castlevania game. She is playing Castlevania Lament of Innocence. Timeline-wise, it is like the first one, going back to the original Belmont, Leon Belmont. Depending on your version of the timeline and everything. All that kind of stuff. So if you are interested in another variation on Castlevania lore, Claire is your lady. We're gonna go drop in and say hello. And check it out. Well, that's really about all I've got to say. We'll be back tomorrow with our usual shenaniganery of Toss Up Tuesday. And until then, as always, drink some water, eat good food, get some rest, take your meds, and you just take care of yourselves. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.